Good morning. Good morning.
She doesn't have a tune, but she sings. So, good morning to A1 Vacuums live stream for Thursday, August 18th. Jeannie is starting this morning as she often likes to start her morning. Abject panic.
Where's my computer?
You just had it. It's on the chair right there, right next to where you were standing.
You know what I don't understand, ladies? I come in and I'm like running and I'm emailing and I'm calling, and you know what Patrick is doing? Sitting and reading just like news.
It's
or
like
his relaxing time.
It's like a lion, right? Like they sit and they lounge.
Oh,
Unless they're almost positive they're gonna kill someone. They don't get up and do anything. They
so
just
you're
sit.
the lion. What am I?
You're the gazelle.
Patrick! That means I'm your prey.
No.
A lion eats a gazelle.
No, I know, but
I liken myself more to like a meerkat. I'm like and then doing stuff, digging, and then doing more stuff, and then not sleeping and lounging like the lion. How come you're the lion?
I'm really energetic when I need to be.
Because I'm like, hey, it must be nice sitting there. That must be nice.
I'll get everything done I'm supposed to get done today.
Hey, you know, ladies, here's a pitch for something we don't sell,
Well, where's your sample? Oh, there. You just should show them why you were panicked this morning.
Okay, I woke up panicked. Good morning from New Zealand? Wow. I don't know if we have anyone from New Zealand. What time is it in New Zealand right now?
It's tomorrow.
I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. I imagine all of New Zealand looks like Lord of the Rings. All of it. You know, when they're like hiking up in those beautiful hills and stuff. Is that that's what I imagine all of New Zealand to look like. So, this is what happened this morning. So, last night I was too tired to do anything. So this morning I got up and I got up early, and because I'm doing
it's 4:33 a.m. Oh man.
Di, are you just getting up? Or are you just going to bed? Right? If you're like me, you like wake up and you start thinking about like some project. You're like, oh, and the wheels start turning.
Or it's like I left for the weekend.
Or Patrick leaves for the weekend, and I make poor choices, and
I get
just
home and
finished.
she's like, I'm so tired. I went to bed at 3 a.m.
Because I couldn't stop watching Indian Matchmaker.
And then, oh my God, for that reason.
Or like I was watching.
Maybe this is why you're always panicked. Is you're not relaxed ever. You're like, or when you relax, it's like 3 a.m. when you should be sleeping.
You know when I relaxed? I relaxed after my colonoscopy. I didn't even relax right after it. That afternoon, though, like, that was deep sleep.
Di is not a big sleeper.
You know, I'm jealous of that. Gail
you
Cram
used to be like that.
No, I've always needed lots of sleep, but Gail was telling me she gets, 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and that's all she needs. But I heard that as we age
too.
We don't need as much sleep. Is that true?
No, sleep becomes more difficult.
Ooh.
I think that's what it is. I need more sleep now than I've ever needed.
Really?
That's why every night at 10, I'm like, Jeannie!
Why do you need more sleep? You're just lounging like a lion.
No, it's because...
He's actually Patrick's been working really hard.
Well, and if I'm not working hard, I play hard.
So, Joanne, are you saying you don't need as much sleep, or you need more sleep?
Or you just generally disagreeing to the whole
Yeah, are you
sentiment?
just going, no? No. So I did. I got up early and I started.
And then she was like, ah!
I started prepping and just like going through the motions because we're doing French roses today. Yeah, Betty needs just as much. Joanne needs more. And burst with naps. I really enjoy taking a nap every once in a while, but then I got in a panic because I don't know if you read those articles a couple days ago, and the articles talked about how taking lots of naps can contribute to stroke. Did you read those?
I didn't.
Yeah. And that's like my biggest, like that's what gets the Korean ladies is, I don't know if it's our diet, but like my grandmother had a stroke.
Like
and my
I
mom
made
had
dinner
a
last night
stroke,
and I was like, started to make dinner and I
you
took
better
out
be
this
making dinner.
big teaspoon of salt and I was like, you know what?
Is it the
I'm
salt?
not gonna throw so
It didn't
much
taste
salt.
good. It didn't taste. He made shrimp scampi and it was really good the last time you make it. And
Well,
this
because
time,
you were home.
This
And
time
then
it
this
was
time
only
me
okay.
and Violet, and
It
I was
was
like, Violet, we're not gonna put mom level of salt in here.
I love salt.
Her mom used to add salt to soy sauce. The soy sauce wasn't salty enough.
The only reason she added the salt to the soy sauce was because it was low sodium.
No, she wanted to add regular salt to our soy sauce because she said Kikkoman wasn't as salty as Korean soy sauce.
She likes LaChoy.
Yeah.
My mom likes. Can you even get LaChoy anymore? Do they even make that, or is
she wanted
my
the
mom
saltier soy sauce?
My mom was.
I've never
a
been one that's like
kind of girl.
I need more salt in my soy sauce.
I'd never done that until I bought low sodium because it's all they had because I need it. I got buy it by the gallon. They didn't have it at Costco. And then I was like, I will never buy low sodium soy sauce again. What's the point? All right. So this is what happened. This is what happened. So I was getting ready for French roses. And if you're in that class today.
What time is that class?
I think it's at 10:30.
So, for those of you in French Roses, you need to be prepped for your class.
So I
at
started, going through the motions, putting everything together, and then I realized I didn't have any leaves. And so, if you know anything about me, is this my third scan and cut? This is my second scan and cut.
Third.
Okay, it's my third scan and cut. I never cut fabric on the scan and cut before this project. And
but this was the first project.
This was French Roses was my first project because it is a raw edge applique and you're supposed to trace and cut out all the pieces. And I went all the way through getting my template plastic, tracing it out, cutting out my first one. And then when I was reading the directions, it said I needed like 24 and I was like, heck no. I have a scan and cut. I'm going to use it. So I blew the dust off my scan and cut. I'm just kidding. It wasn't dusty.
She has a bag. She pulled it out of the bag.
I pulled it out and I was like, I'm going to figure this out. And with Anna Cruz's help, I was able to cut out my pieces and I was like, it was like the lights from heaven shine down.
Where was I? I was somewhere, and then you called me, and you were like, "Oh my god, I used the scan and cut. It's so amazing!"
Oh my
and
god!
I was like, "Yeah."
I love. And then since then, I've used it. I've cut out. We cut out all our pieces for whatchamacallit, the pillow, the Sweetland of Liberty pillow. We cut out all our pieces for that, and because I am technology resistant, like getting on the live stream, and that is hard for me.
You have no idea.
So if you struggle with technology, I'm one of those.
She goes, "It's too complicated," but then when she's in abject panic, she's just blind.
So this morning I started to panic because I got out all my pieces. Michelle had because she did the scan and cut part. She had cut stuff for me. I didn't have leaves. So I go from here to like here, panicking like, oh my God, do I have to create the file? I had saved the file, thankfully, because I had the file from last time when I did it. And then I couldn't get on my account, couldn't remember my password. I was cleaning my mat off, and I was like, what fabric am I going to use? So I did all of that. But, I mean,
she did all of this, and it sounds awful, but I think it took a total of 7 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It was
fast.
But in my mind,
that's with her forgetting
the world was ending.
No, it was, she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, well, I mean, if it works, then you'll have a sample to show them.
Yeah. And once I finally, I was in there and I cut and it took 3 minutes for it to cut. So can you imagine? So these are my leaves. Can you imagine? Can you help me? Help me, I'm pathetic. Okay. So I had my file saved. Here are all my leaves. Can you imagine tracing these and then hand cutting them? And, and there's other things that you can do to cut stuff, but when it starts cutting.
This is, and this goes back, you ladies have heard me say this before, but like, so when was the SDX 230 launch? Was that like 3 years ago?
I don't know.
So I think it was 3 years ago. This is launch season, so it was about 3 years ago, right about now. And
the Auto Blade
we
one,
sent
the first.
Shauna to Brother, and Shauna had a lot that she was really excited about after that. And then I called another Brother dealer that we communicated with pretty heavily to get like kind of the dealer perspective. Like, what are you really excited about? And it was a Brother dealer who was also a pretty big AccuQuilt dealer. And he's like, the scan and cut is finally living up to its promise, was basically what he said.
With
he was
the Auto Blade.
He was like, with Auto Blade. And he essentially said, as they figure it out and as it gets better, it's going to make die cutters irrelevant. And so, and it's getting better every year, but like it's pretty amazing
for I think an AccuQuilt and stuff. But I mean, for this, come on, look at that, look at my leaves. And I remember when they came out with the
Gail.
I cut all mine by hand. Oh, Gail, if I can do it, you can do it. We'll do it together. So when I did, when they first came out with the Auto Blade, I went to Brother that year, and Julie Faye Fan Balzer, who is a Brother, is she a Brother educator?
She's a Brother educator.
But if you, she's huge in the scan and cut world. But I walked in and she was teaching my class, and number one, she's very tall. I didn't realize that. All you ladies that take classes, I think you're all so tall. You just look tall. Do I look tall? Maybe I look tall. Do I look tall?
Look tall.
So you all look so tall to me in Zoom classes, and then I meet a lot of you. You come into the store,
like 4'9",
and you're not tall. I'm like, oh, I thought you were gonna be so tall. I'm small.
I'm not tall. I'm small.
Is this like Dr. Seuss?
No, remember that book that
yes!
my babysitter's mom wrote?
Yes.
A book.
So, what were you talking about?
Scan and cut. And Julie
I love
Faye
it.
Fan Balzer.
Oh, and I walked up to her and I go, okay, is this really that good? Because I didn't use it yet. And she was like, it is really that good. And it really is that.
And it's gotten better. Like, that's the crazy thing, is the first Auto Blade machines were pretty good. But like now they have the tools between the rotary blade for like the harder to cut and like things like Minky and Velvet and stuff like that. The thin fabric blade. Like, it's gotten pretty amazing. And we've seen a lot of projects like we've seen a lot of ladies bring in projects where they're like, I cut 250 pieces with this thing. So
yeah, maybe we should we need to do an event. What if we did like a scan and cut event?
Well, I mean, my dream from the very beginning
was
was integration. And so if you all remember, some of you have been watching from the very beginning, like when we first hired Michelle, and Michelle did an event for us prior to working for us. Like my whole thing with Michelle, the very first conversation I had with Michelle when she was still working at Brother was, we need an event that ties software to the premium machines to the scan and cut, because there's this universe that exists where it all integrates, but nobody's doing that.
Is that what you're seeing in the Matrix? Is that with your theme music? Are you seeing like that whole
No,
world?
but like it was funny because like Michelle's like, I see it too, I think that's cool. And then for whatever reason, Brother really wasn't down with creating that curriculum. So when Michelle reached out and I called Michelle and I realized she wasn't at Brother anymore, and we were talking about timing, we weren't sure what the timing was, I was like, remember that conversation? That's the curriculum. Like, let's do that event. So that was the very first event, like our very first virtual event that we did in June.
With Michelle. Yeah.
And that world now exists. Like now you've got My Connection and like that's all coming together. But that would be, I think, the nature of the event if we were going to do an event like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still talking about an edge-to-edge event, but like a virtual event. But like, I think when we're really ready.
What about the other one that we should be talking? Remember that was maybe when you're done lioning around, you could get on that lion. You know what he used to tell me? He used to tell me, because he used to be a recruiter and he'd be so intense. And then I'd be like, maybe you could be a little nicer to me. And he goes, you can't have the lion and the lamb, is what he would say to me.
No, I'd walk in the house like after dealing with like somewhat challenging people all day.
And then he'd say, you can't have the lion and the lamb. And I go, you know what? I'd rather have the lion.
So, okay. All right. Then
Stephanie.
what do we have to talk about today? We've just been like, today is fireside chat.
We do have some stuff to talk about. My class starts at 10:30, right? Can we just confirm that? Let me look at my calendar. Michelle's having a procedure.
Watch it be 10 and then Jeannie will be like, oh.
Then I'll go into full panic mode. Michelle is out. And nothing to worry about. But she will be back.
She's not back until Tuesday.
She's going to be back on Tuesday. And did we have anything else to talk about?
We are a little short-handed today, so like, it's just beginning to feel like we're short-handed every day with the phones. Like a lot of you ladies are new, and we totally appreciate that. Jeannie made the comment yesterday that like we're just seeing so many new people, and it's awesome. So, and we're trying to figure out good ways to deal with that, but you may get the guys on the phone today. Be kind. What else do we have to talk about?
I have a couple of things to talk about. Number one, we are doing another Dime event, and information will go out on that, but it is going to be called Block Party, and it's all about piecing in the hoop. That is going to, if you want to put it on your calendar, it's going to be on September 28th. There'll be something on the website that you can sign up, and then they will contact you directly. But the Dime events have been fun.
They've been awesome.
I've enjoyed those. So that, again, and then they always send you some kind of discount code.
The ladies are always like, I learned a lot. Like, there's always something in those events where you learn.
Yes. So that's going to come up. I want to remind you, now that you have to use it, but we have affiliate links on our website, and a lot of you use them for Kimberbell. So if you go through our affiliate link to the Kimberbell website, we get a little referral fee.
Yeah, it helps the store, and it's awesome. And this is something that's going to become more and more prevalent, I think, as companies go more and more direct. Like that's just the way the world is going. So it totally helps us. Get the benefit of helping these other companies grow. So we totally appreciate that.
Yeah. So we not only have affiliate links for Kimberbell, but we also have affiliate links on there for Scissortail, for OESD. OESD has a lot of great stuff coming out. So, if you don't mind, go through our affiliate link, and you don't have to, but you can go through our affiliate link, and like I said, that does help us out. But we do have that on our website. There's a tab that says affiliate link. I also wanted to let you know, I thought I had so much to talk about today. I had 3 people yesterday come in and talk to me about Juju Designs and their North Pole tree skirt.
Designs by Juju.
Yeah, Designs by Juju. So a little plug for them. This is the project. Somebody actually printed this out and brought it into me, and it's a tree skirt, and it looks adorable. I was like, oh, maybe we should do that like as a class. Honestly, I am like, I don't think I have the bandwidth, but everyone's in a tizzy over this project. So it looks really, really cute, and thank you for sharing that with me. It's adorable. It reminds me of Anita Good's Shop Hop and their neighborhood quilt. It like looks like that. It's super 45. See, Marlene knows all about it. 45 hoopings to do this, but it'll be a labor of love. It's going to be like the cup and chair quilt. Labor of love. It'll be a family heirloom. Cheryl's got the design, so I think that's going to be on a lot of. Should we do it? I can't.
No, that's where Jeannie needs to learn to say no to people other than just me.
No, Patrick. Patrick, no. Oh, poor Patrick. I'm kidding this out. This is coming. We have wonderful customers working on a sample for us, but I'll have this up on the website. This is from Moda. It is, look how cute this kit is going to be. It's going to have your thatched fabric, 2 charm packs, and the panel.
It's a little intense, Gail says.
Oh, Mike, is this intense?
No, this.
Oh, we're kitting it out for the dark one. So those panels are going to be in here. Are you saying, Gail, is the Juju?
You're talking about the Juju Designs.
Let me know what fabric you need. Oh, Patrick and I are going to be putting together some big sales because last night when I was working and emptying boxes and putting stuff out.
Emptying boxes? That means you've been buying more.
Have you not seen all the boxes coming in?
Man.
Yeah, I have a problem. I have a shopping problem. I have a shopping problem, ladies. I do. I don't shop. I do shop for myself. Every once in a while, I need a little retail therapy. But I have a store problem. Everyone says you need a bigger store, and I go, no. Because if I have a bigger store, I will fill
the space that she is in.
So when I buy things now, I semi-think about it and go, where's that going to go? Do I have room? So that is in not the forefront of my mind. What's the like?
It's in your
back of my mind.
Your cerebral cortex.
It's in my cerebral cortex part of my mind.
Abdullah Monk.
So we're gonna have some inventory reduction sales, and they're gonna be good.
So we just need to figure out where we
I knew it, Gail. I knew you were almost done. I just knew it.
We just need to figure out like when and how. You did, I think, ask me to say something about brother. Like so I reached out to a handful of people and then I just stopped because everybody I called regarding the compact digital
I reached out to everyone this morning. Remember, I asked him to do it, but he was lounging.
I actually called people yesterday, but after calling a couple of people and everybody just said, I'll just wait for the brother one. Brother's running. So brother had this issue in July where they didn't ship product for almost the entire month of July. That problem has been fixed and they are now shipping product, but they're like a month behind. So they're like 24 hours a day shipping and they're trying to get caught up. But we were told at the beginning of this week that they're still 3 weeks behind. And so and stuff I had ordered the week before Stuff that I had ordered the week before, they're leaving. They're not there. That's just where they park now.
Okay.
But stuff that I had ordered the week before was still probably 3 weeks out. So it is.
I already emailed them all.
It is something where there is a delay with the brother shipping. So just be prepared for that. And then when we can figure out when we have the bandwidth for it. So we talked about these sales, and the biggest thing for us is I was like, when we do these sales, these inventory reduction sales, they'll be in the store or you'll have to call. But I was like, we need a full house.
Yeah, because our
we need to make sure that all of the available employees are here.
Because we'll do something like all embroidery designs, all thread, all fabric. Fabric will be the toughest one because then we have to like cut and stuff. Because, you know, we are a fabric store now. And, but we'll do some good stuff. It'll be good.
It'll be good.
So just keep an eye open for that.
In the next couple of weeks, we just need to sit down and look at the calendar.
We can't do it online because our online inventory, we still don't have this system where our online matches the store. So if something gets sold in the store, it doesn't get taken off. So every once in a while, you might order something and I'll be like, "Oop,
we got to call you.
It's coming."
Yeah.
Because I have to order it. But we'll put something together. And if you're not from in town and you do want to shop, you could call us and just go, do you have this?
No, I don't think it's going to be a comment sold. Like we've talked about doing comments sold, but the biggest challenge is just time. We just haven't had the time to put together the comments sold. This will be more like...
Is it that hard to do comments sold?
I don't think it's that hard to do comments sold, but like we already are working too much as it is. And somebody the other day said to me, they were like, I don't understand your hours. Like, what did she say? She goes, you have better than banking hours, 10 to 4, 5 days a week. And I was like, you're talking to people that work 60 hours a week. And if it was any more than 10 to 4, we'd be working 80 hours a week. So yeah, that's our hours, and that's where our hours are going to stay. We have a family too.
Yeah. 10 to 4, but we're always here until 5. And you know, you can.
Or 6 or 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Like.
So, good morning, Atlanta. So, and don't forget, So Along's going to be,
That still boggles my mind. I'm like.
Silicone on top.
Silicone up.
Silicone up.
I mean, I
get
your
stuff if you need it.
Is that so you don't burn the fabric? Is that why?
Because the pot goes here.
But why does the pot go there rather than like on the fabric?
We're not getting into that. When will that kit? Oh, the kit. You know what? The kit's ready. I just have to price it out. Gail is making our sample for us, so I wanted to not to
Let's say by Tuesday.
No, because we're waiting for.
You're waiting for the sample. Okay, yeah. Gotcha.
It's if you want the kit, just send me a note and I'll save one for you. There's Frollo. So I'm so excited about doing this, and then we'll have another.
Marlene, I totally think she's right. I'm like. So you know my thing is I'm always like people like paddleboarding, right? Like, and this is, if you love paddleboarding, that's awesome. I think that's super cool.
Where are you going with this?
But like, to me, I look at paddleboarding and I go, that's a very inefficient way to travel on the water. Like, why wouldn't you just sit in a kayak, right? The kayak's going to be faster, more stable.
Maybe the paddleboarder is a lion.
They totally love their paddleboarding. That's totally cool. Yeah. I'm not saying there's no judgment there, right? But like, I look at a project like this and I'm like, well, if the silicone goes up, just put down a silicone mat. Like, I'm not a maker like this.
We're done talking about that. We're done talking about that. Okay. I think we're ready to get our
day going.
Yeah. So we are going to start answering the phones. Have a great day. Be productive, making something amazing. We put something on the. Can you just?
What pre-work needs to be done before the Trivet class? There's probably a list that you sent out for the Trivets, right?
You know, we're starting out with the backing, and even though I'm making 2 Trivets, I'm going to do 3 backs. I'm going to do 3 backs because I'm going to do 1 back with a quilt bar and just traditional grid work. And then we're going to do
quilt some in
one
IQ or something.
Yeah, we're going to do one with a quilting embroidery design. And I'm just going to use a clear blue tile or a design. I probably maybe just might do the chevron that I did before with, it's just a Kimberbell quilting design. So you could, if you have clear blue tiles, you could pull something from there. I sent a supply list and there were I put websites and you can just look them up. Somebody had something really beautiful I saw the other day, but you can just look them up. Look for embroidered quilting design square and you'll be able to find stuff online. And if you have a small hoop, that is okay. If all you have is a 5x7 hoop, you can still
be smaller than 5x7?
Well, because if you want, you could just quilt the very inside right here. You know, it doesn't have to go from
It's
edge.
on the table anyways. You don't see it.
But look how cute the quilting is. Isn't that cute? So, but we're going to do that in class.
That's the chevron you're talking about?
This is the chevron one. This is just a Kimberbell one. I don't know what it was called, but they have lines. They have whatever you want to do. Don't pick something too complicated. Don't work, because we're not going to be sitting around waiting. If you have a stitch out that's like super intense with stitching, pick something simple. So have
so would it make sense for you to be like, my design's going to take X number of minutes?
No, just pick something simple, ladies. This took like what? Minute, 2 minutes. And then we're going to do one where we're going to quilt it, and we're just going to if you haven't done it before, if you have a Luminaire, Solaris, Destiny, anything that has the fills, if you have a machine with the fills, we're going to take it into IQ, and I'm going to show you how to use a fill to do your quilting too. So, and if you don't have those, then you're just going to do, while we're doing this, then you are just going to continue to grid work. If you don't have this, then you'll just go ahead and do 2 of them like this. So this sew along is for everyone. It's for all my ladies.
And the Trivets have been tremendously popular.
They're so much fun.
They're super cool.
Oh my God, I love this too. I know, I'm so hungry. My stomach's making noise. That's so Patrick.
She's the lion today.
I was like, I wanted to go to McDonald's and get an Egg McMuffin. Maybe we can still do they deliver?
They do.
There's nothing like an Egg McMuffin with a hash brown.
Oh, God. They just published an article that was like, I think it was, don't quote me on the number, but I think it was like if 70% of your calories, no, it was 30%. They were like, if greater than 30% of your calories, like highly processed foods, like fast food or something like that, then
I'm gonna die.
You're like 50% more likely to die or something. And I was like,
we don't eat a lot of fast food, do we? Is that fast food, like a sandwich?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh
I was
God.
like,
Yeah, it's actually, ladies, it's a dress. Did you like it? I love this one.
She's like, do I look beautiful, Patrick?
Yeah, I feel, that I Feel Pretty
I
song
feel pretty.
Is that from,
So pretty.
What's that from? That's from that West Side Story or something like that. That's how I feel in this dress. Makes me feel pretty. So, yeah, I'll send you a note this weekend. I know, so people that are remember we were saying goodbye? People that are waiting for it, I just haven't had a chance to do it. I sat down to do it, and this upcoming, sew along's a little more complicated with our hoop sizes. We're going to have to go 9.5 by 15. I know not all of you have that hoop. So you can do it in your 6 by 10. One of them you can't. One of them you straight out have to go into your 9.5 by 14, or else you can double hoop and you can do clear blue tiles or something like that. So there's options for all of you, but that's just, look how low that plane is. So that is, so we're going to, I'll send that out to you next.
Air National Guard, nothing to worry about.
Sew Along is going to be on Monday from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And then this weekend, I will send you a little note about what to have, but basically, if you're watching this right now, have your back sandwich. This is your back fabric, batting, and muslin. Those 3 things. Just have that ready to go and everything pre-cut, and then we are going to have so much fun. All right. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's our giveaway. We already have our question thanks to, remember she gave us, I know.
We do?
We already have our question.